requited. So loving to my mother that
should I stand in the plague of custom and commit
heaven and earth visit her face too roughly?
For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother. Why, bastard?
My name is Caius Martius. Who have done to thee, particularly, and to all the Volscians, great hurt and mischief.
His cannon against self-slaughter of
Witness
God.
me my surname, Coriolanus.
Marrying him is stale, flattered
Extreme dangers and the drops of blood.
of this world.
For my countless country
Fire.
are requited.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother. Why, bastard? Wherefore base?
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter, O God. God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
My name is Caius Martius. Who hath done to thee, particularly, and to all the Volscians, great hurt and mischief. Thereto, witness me my surname, Coriolanus. The painful service, the extreme dangers, and the drops of blood shed for my thankless country are requited. But with that surname, a good memory.
Why should I love this gentleman? 'Tis odds he never will affect me. I am base. My father, the mean keeper of his prison, and he a prince. To marry him is hopeless. To be his whore is witless. Out upont! What pushes are we wenches driven to when 15 once has found us?
The painful service, the extreme dangers, and the drops of blood shed for my thankless country are requited. But with that surname, a good memory, and witness the malice and the displeasure which thou shalt bear me only, that name remains. The cruelty and envy of the people permitted by our dastard nobles who have all forsook me hath devoured the rest, and suffered me by voices of slaves to be whooped out of Rome.
Ah, fie on't. Fie. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed things rank and gross in nature possess it merely. That it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven and earth, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember?
And my dimensions are as well compact. My mind as generous and my shape as true as honest madam's issue. Why, bastard? Wherefore base? Bastardy, base. Baseness. Base.
Now, this extremity hath brought me to thy hearth, not out of hope, mistake me not, to save my life, for if I had feared death, of all the men i' the world I would have voided thee. But in this spite, to be full quit of those my banishers, stand I before thee here. then if thou hast the heart of wreak in thee, which thou pretend my own particular wrongs, and stop those maims of shame seen through thy country, speed thee straight, and make my misery serve thy turn. So use it, that my revengeful services will prove as benefits to thee, for I will fight against my cankered country with the spleen of all the under-fiends. But it be so thou darest not this, and to prove more fortunes thought tired than in a word, I am longer to live most weary, and present my throat to thee and to thy ancient malice, which not to cut would show thee but a fool.
First, I saw him. I, seeing, thought he was a goodly man. He has as much to please a woman in him, if he pleased to bestow it so, as ever these eyes looked on. Next I pitied him, and so had any young wench of my conscience that ever dreamed, or vowed her maidenhead to a young, handsome man. Then, I loved him. Extremely loved him, infinitely loved him. And yet he had a cousin, fair is he too. But in my heart was Palamon. And there, Lord, what a coil he keeps, to hear him sing in an evening. What a heaven it is. And yet his songs are sad ones. Fairer spoken was never gentleman. When I come in to bring him water in the morning, first he bows his noble body, then salutes me thus. Fair gentle maid, good morrow, may thy goodness get thee a happy husband. Once he kissed me. I loved my lips the better 10 days after. Would he would do so every day. He grieves much, and me as much to see his misery. What should I do to make him know that I love him? For I would fain enjoy him. Say I venture to set him free. What says the law then? Thus much for law and kindred. I will do it. And this night, or tomorrow, he will love me.
Since I have ever followed thee with hate, drawn tons of blood out of thy country's breast, I cannot live but to thy shame, unless it be to do thee service.
Why, she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month. Let me not think on't. Frailty, thy name is woman. A little month ere yet those shoes were old, with which she followed my father's body like Niobe, all tears. Why, she. Oh God. A beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer. Married with my uncle. My father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. A month ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left flushing in her galled eyes, she married. O most wicked speed to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It cannot, or it will not come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating a whole tribe of fops got tween asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate.
should I love this gentleman?
Thought
Hath done to thee,
God's
particularly,
never
and to
me.
all the Volskis.
the everlasting
Great
hand
hurt
of
and
fist
mischief.
cannon against
my
us.
My father, the mean
Witness me my surname,
and
Coriolanus.
prince.
Stale, flat,
The
and a
painful
marry
silence.
him, speak to me.
Extreme dangers and the drops
To
of
be
blood.
his whore.